Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to perfectly decorate and set up your houseboat. Now what I mean by perfectly, it's going to look realistic, everything's going to fit, you'll be able to build everything you need on it, and you'll be able to move around in it. Now I'm sure there's plenty of other designs out there, though this is the one I've worked with for the entire game, and it works. So it's up to the individual. You set it up how you feel best. I'll explain why I do everything the way I do it as I go along. Now there's two main places I recommend you build the houseboat. The first one is near the fertile lands, near the big island. The reason being is that there are so many sticks and logs nearby, it makes it easy to set up, as well as rabbits and other things. The next is near the yacht. Now in this spot here is where I built it in my perfect way to start your first day. There's a lot of resources there. Both spots are great. Now let's get into it. Now I'm going to start in no particular order, though keep in mind that you want to conserve space, so you don't want to complete blueprints straight away, because otherwise they'll collide. But first, I'm going to build water collectors. And the place I like to place them is right here. And the reason being is because it's outside, so it's realistic that they're going to get water, and you can use them to jump up on top of the boat, because it's actually quite hard otherwise. Next is the drying rack. And you should build these straight away so you can start loading them up as you're fixing up the boat. So you see animals, you can hunt them and load up your boat or go fishing. Now with the boat, you can actually place it quite far outside the boat. That's up to you how you do it. But what I'm going to do here is place them kind of within each other. I'm just going to place 3. It's going to check if they're all aligned. There we go. Now it's going to stick out the back a bit, but I don't know. It's a feature look. It still works. When in doubt, just move the houseboat a little bit. If it goes with it, it's working. Yeah, I probably would have placed that one in a little bit more. Next one is a bed. I like to place it right here in the corner. It's like a perfect fit for it. And that way you can save and sleep on your bed. You've got food racks and water. So those are the essential ones. Next I like to do is just place a few skull lamps on here. You don't need many. I'm probably placing a little too many. Placing 4 just keeps it nice and bright. Easy to see at night time if you ever lose it too. Next I would place the stick holders. I'll probably place about 3. You can fit more, but you might make it look a bit funny if you're placing it too close together. Something like that fits nice and perfectly. Now here you can place some large shelves. So there's 2 there. What I like to do is place one on the corner here. Now I wouldn't place it that far in. Reason being is that they disappear through the middle. So place them a little bit more forward. It's always good to save before doing this. But it's a good look. It looks like the shelf is attached to the wall. As you can see, the meat sticks out the side of the wall a little bit. That depends how much you care about that. Now what I like to do underneath the food racks is place the little baskets. So an arrow basket, we'll place a bone basket. Can even fit an armor rack in there. Looks a bit funny, but I don't know, it works. It's not turning out as realistic as I thought it would. And one building I like to place is a rabbit cage. Place that underneath there too, so I can place rabbits in there. You can be much better with your placement. The more inwards you place it in towards the boat, the less room you're going to have to move around. But this is quite snug as it stands. That's pretty much all you need for the inside of the boat. What I'm going to do now, place a birdhouse there, so you can get feathers on the go. Now there's not much more you can fit in here. You could even put a food rack over the top of the stick holders. That's up to you, it should fit well. Though the top of the boat is what I use for my main storage. What I want to do is flip the boat around. Easiest way to do that is just get in the boat and strafe to the side. It'll automatically turn. You don't have to move forward or backwards. Now I like to line up the log holders this way and place them 2 over 2. Try and strafe, and then that way it'll be perfectly aligned. If you move the controller or the mouse, it's going to look funny. Now this isn't realistic, but you can fit so many more logs on doing it this way. There we go, I've placed them all. Let's go and have a look and see how aligned they actually are. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. So a good way to do it is crouch, and that way you can just go and upgrade them. It's R on PC, I don't know what it is on PlayStation. And they're all upgraded. This is a lot of sticks, by the way, so this will take you ages to finish. The 3 over 3 method doesn't work too well on the houseboat. It's better for the large raft. Even the 2 over 2 method can have problems. So there you go, that's all done. It's a lot of log storage. Next, what I would do is place a catapult. Just like that. And what I do next is place 3 rocks in there and then activate it. It loads up the rocks. Then what you do, you can use it to store all your explosives. even skulls, dynamite, Molotovs, rocks, whatever you feel like. It used to hold a lot more, but then they changed it. I don't know why. You could store animal heads and then you could use them later on. And the final thing is, what I would do is put a rock holder on it, or two. Now, if I place it over here, I won't be able to jump up on that side, but that's okay. I'm not really concerned. So like that. What you can do is place something small like another water collector here. Not worrying too much about the placement, and that way I can get up on top. So there we go. Fully kitted out houseboat. I recommend you make alterations to suit you. You know, sometimes people don't want rocks. Sometimes you don't want to place log holders like that because you feel like it might be cheating. It is up to the individual what they do. Now you can fit more, though you got to glitch through the mechanics a bit more. Place things within each other. Like you could fit 5 stick holders along here, and you could fit a lot more meat racks. Just do what you want to do. You want to try and fit everything on one houseboat though. Having more than one, it's a bit of a pain. But if you set your houseboat up like this, when you move to your base location, it's going to be much easier to set up your base. Now, the reason you place the 3 rocks in the catapult first, if you accidentally use it while it's got bombs in there, it'll put the bombs in there and you can't get them out unless you launch them. So place the rocks in there first, so it's better to lose rocks than it is to lose bombs. Anyway, if you have any suggestions of how this could be improved, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.